Mile 1, 9:04. Mile 2, 8:50. All right, that's mile 3 and 8 or 9 something. Mile 4, 9:01. Mile 5 at 9:12. Welcome to episode 301 of the AHRC Marathon Training Vlog. MK here with the rest of the AHRC and the family. And it's Wednesday. And today's a special day because it is podcast day. All right, let's go. I had the pleasure of being a guest on the Spark podcast, which we actually recorded about a month ago. But it's up now and you can check it out on Spotify or anywhere you listen to your podcast. Spark is a great organization, worthy cause, so please check them out, give their podcast a 5-star rating, and enjoy the show. Congratulations to Alyssa Mitchell for your fantastic 1:47 at the Ventura Half Marathon last week. Haha, that's an awesome time. Shout out to all my young runners out there, especially Nahel and Nahyata. Thanks so much for being there for your dad and helping him with his recovery, as well as making running a part of your fitness routine. Doing great. That's mile 7 and 9:26. Today I'm going to talk about how to make adjustments during a track session. Track sessions can involve VO2max workouts or threshold workouts. But today we're going to focus on issues that can arise during a VO2max workout and some different options of how to resolve those issues. My good friend John Casas, he had a 6x 800 meter track workout yesterday. He did a light warm up and then he was supposed to do 800 meter intervals at around 3:21 with 2.5 minute active recovery. John was able to successfully complete 3 intervals, but the end of the 3rd interval left him at a RPE of about 8 or 9, so he was pretty maxed out. His heart rate was pretty high, right at VO2 max, and he ended up adjusting the pace and continuing the workout and doing the last 3 reps at a slower pace, but still just feeling pretty awful. By the end of the workout, he was hands to knees and just feeling really queasy, and he left his lunch out on the track. Afterwards, John was pretty down and disappointed in himself for not being able to complete the workout. I don't have any doubt that John is capable of this workout, or I definitely feel like John has the fitness to be able to complete the workout. But for sure, this is the first time that John is doing a hard VO2 max session. And I wouldn't doubt that he was panicking a little bit, maybe hyperventilating, probably is what induced his queasiness and later the vomiting. John, I don't think you did anything wrong, but I commend you for your grit, your determination to get that workout done. You are my role model. That's a lot of courage that you showed and demonstrated there. The only mistake that you made was being negative afterwards. You should never be disappointed in yourself. You are an awesome dad, doing it all alone, solo parenting, and setting such a good example for your girls on what it means to work hard towards a goal and to not give up. In this case, when John's heart rate was creeping towards max, he would have been best served to take a longer recovery period and give his body time to let his heart rate come down. But not only that though, but to take full deep breaths instead of hyperventilating. Hyperventilating decreases the amount of oxygen that you can take in, and it'll certainly add more beats per minute to your heart rate. So add a little bit more recovery time and then focus on breathing and staying calm. The important thing here is to record, to note this added recovery time. And next week, when you do your next VO2max session, you match it or reduce it. Whenever we start a new build, the kids and I like to create subsets of intervals. So in this case, if we have 6 times 800 meters, we'll break it up into 2 subsets of 3 intervals. We'll keep the recovery period the same, 2.5 minutes in between each of the intervals, but between each of the sets, we'll make a longer recovery period. During that time, the kids will hydrate. I'll talk them through the first 3 intervals, talk them through what the plan is for the next 3 intervals and key technique elements that I want them to work on. And when everybody looks calm, we start the second subset. There's a giant mental barrier that needs to be broken down for VO2max sessions. It's because we don't do them very often. We always say VO2max for us for about 7 to 8 weeks before race day. So most of the time, we're not putting our body through that type of stress. So it's a shock. And Cole, Evan, and Haven need a little bit of time to get used to it. A little bit more kind of suffering ride time. Usually the next VO2max session for us is designed to be a little easy, and it works out perfect because they can do 5 times 600 meters the next week without any subsets and do them all in one go with the proper recovery time period. After about 2 weeks of experience and reminding themselves that, hey, I can do this, they're able to complete the VO2max sessions as prescribed. And so can you. You can do it too. When you feel like you can't do that next interval, your heart's beating out of your chest and your lungs are stinging, remember what I said and try to stay calm. If that doesn't work, then take a little bit longer on your recovery period, crush the remaining intervals, crush them, and then in the following weeks, crush them even harder. So John, don't put that workout behind you. Put it in your pocket, remember it, and have confidence knowing that you've gone through 1 rep of VO2max workouts, and the next one will be much easier. I'm getting a lot of love on Instagram lately. Thanks so much. You can follow us there at AHRC. Today's workout is not super exciting, just recovery, all 10 of these miles, but you can find all the details about this workout on Strava by searching for Michael Kim at AHRC. And go ahead and join our Strava club by searching for AHRC. Mile 9 and 9:05, blogging and jogging. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Helps out our channel a ton. All heart. Our Patreon team are special people. Please consider joining our team. Thanks so much. Thanks for joining me all the way to the end of this 10-mile recovery jog and talk about how to resolve issues during a VO2max session. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna have some meetings with prospective athletes, and do me a favor. Support Spark Podcast by going and giving them a 5-star rating and download the latest episode where I'm a guest. Grab a beverage or listen to it during your workout. With that, I hope you have a great day and a meaningful run. I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye now. Oh man, I'm so fortunate to know good humans like John and Roberto. Thanks so much for your friendship.
All right.